everybody, my name is Brittany and I'm here because we are going to do some beginner dance steps. Today we're going to start moving with some of our footwork. We'll talk about a little bit of posture and basically just some ways where you can start to feel a little bit more confident to dance, whether that's at home, out at the club, actually going to another dance class, or at like a wedding dance, because we'll really get into that as well. It's all just about being comfortable in your own skin and having a good time. So get what you need to get. I love starting off with a nice cup of coffee. We're gonna start talking about some posture and our warm up. So what's really important as we warm up is just learning about stacking your body, okay? So as we warm up and as you're dancing at home or working on anything, even if it's at your desk, obviously we know slouching is a bad posture, but we're just gonna practice bringing in a better posture into regular day activities and then here in our dancing space as well. All right, make sure you got some space to move around so you're comfortable. Even if you just have a little bit, that'll do for today. But like I said, let's just start with posture. So a really important thing we want to do is we want to roll those shoulders up, back, and down so that they're not hugging into our ears, because this is going to hurt after a while, and some of us hold our tension there and it's going to hurt. So we want to roll those shoulders back and down. Going to have to feel like you're sticking your chest out a little bit. So we go up, back, and down, puffing out that chest. Now sometimes what will happen here is then we'll start to get a little arch in that back, and that's actually going to hurt your lower back. We don't want to do that either. I call that shopper's back. You know, when you're walking around all day shopping, and your back starts to hurt. My mom and I would call that shopper's back. Well, it's because we're not using our abdominals. We're not using those lower abs. Yeah, and I'm so guilty of it. We all are, right? So shoulders go back and down. Make sure we didn't arch the back. So we're gonna try to flatten the front of this hip, flatten the front of the hip, and doing that will activate those lower abs. Now all we're doing is we're just standing up tall. Okay, we're just standing up tall. So, and we're going to try to maintain that position. This, I will say, is often the hardest, because if we're not strong enough in these lower abdominals, you're going to feel that challenge, but that's okay. It's all about self-correcting. It's not about being perfect right away. It's just about getting better and really being more comfortable in our own skin. And by correcting our posture, I think you're really going to feel that. So here we go. Shoulders up and down, and now let's actually step our feet out so we can have a strong base down here. Open those feet wide, because like a wider stance gives you a little more power there in those legs. So open those feet, make sure you're not going to be sliding all over the place. If you need to take off your socks or shoes, do what you got to do. But if you need to put your shoes on because you're on carpet, do that as well. So we're just going to start with some shoulder rolls up and back and down. So those shoulders go forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down, really actually focusing on that posture, right? Both of them go up, back, and down. Now, if you're feeling good and you just need a little bit more like bounce in your life, let's add a little plie, which is a softening of the knees as we go down. So when up and back and down, it's just kind of like making this a little bit bigger of a movement. Up and back and down. Good, let's go the other way. Up and forward. Up and forward, so we're really feeling that concave in the chest right here. Up and forward, up and forward. Let's take one at a time. Right, left, right, or left, right, whichever one you did first. It's just alternating every other one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. So that's talking about our shoulders, and it's just warming us up here. Let's reach our arms up to the sky. It's gonna be a little uncomfortable. I know we kind of like to stay within this realm. Going outside of that makes us a little uneasy, but I challenge you, reach those hands all the way up to the sky, just like you're stretching in the morning. Stretch those hands. Let's take the stretch, and then now let's separate them and reach like our fingertips have rocket ships out of them. All right, good. So we're gonna take those arms all the way up and around. Up and back and down, still with those soft knees. Up and back and down, up and back and down, up and back and down. Just have soft knees, circling the arms with a slight bend in the knees, right? Slight bend in the knees, arms are still circling. Now, since we started by talking about the shoulders and this curve in the back. Let's try and think about that in these arm circles. So we're going, rather than here, we're going to, the way I like to do it, because I think it's hard to think about these lower abs, especially if we haven't used them in a while, I just say squeeze your booty together. Try to give yourself a wedgie, right? Woo! Squeeze your booty together, and that usually lines everything up. Of course, there's an exception, but squeeze that tushy. Try to squeeze the fabric in with your butt, and you might feel that align right up. So that now we take that squeezing of the tush, takes the curve out of the back, and has made us flatten the front of the hip. So now as we circle and bend down, try to keep that tushy engaged. Up, squeeze in the butt, and down. Up, squeeze in the butt, and down, so that we're not coming here. Yep, very good. Let's take our circles the other way. Up and forward. Like I said, we're maybe not sweating that much yet, but it actually is very active, right? And just focusing on that posture. Up and forward, up and forward. Let's take one arm, up and plie, up and plie. Anytime we have a softness in the legs, that's our plie. Means to bend, plie. Up and plie. You can take a little bigger stretch with the side body now. Plie, up and plie, up and plie. Let's walk our feet together. So we're going to go whoop, tiptoe, 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 toes, heels, those feet in together. Right here, we're still focusing on the shoulders and the hips, okay? So as you walked your feet in, let's correct this alignment again. Give that tushy a squeeze. There it is. You feel those muscles actively engaged. Now try to hold that. If you have a mirror around, check yourself out in that mirror. I want you to hold that, squeezing your tushy so we're engaging our full core right here, from those inner thighs all the way up to about there, okay? Here we are. Let's put our hands up on our shoulders because we're really focusing on the lower body, okay? We are just going to do 8 plies in this parallel position. So we're going plie and stretch. So it's just bend and up, down and up, 2, down, 2 and up, 2, down, 2 and up, 2. Good job. Keep remembering to squeeze that tushy. So in case we've forgotten, as we go down, we're still trying to squeeze those inner thighs together. And now squeeze your booty together on the rise. Squeeze, squeeze. Down, 2 and squeeze. I think that was 6 and 7 and up and 8 and up. Very good. While we're here, let's put our hands down on our hips, and we're just going to try to find where our balance is today. It's probably going to be pretty shaky. That's all right. But thinking about squeezing those hips together, squeezing those inner thighs together, we're just going to press to the balls of our feet. It's called releve. So here we are. Let's try and just go straight up like we're going up a pole, up onto our toes, and back down. Okay, so it's an eleve because we're just elevating our body. So here we go again. Up. Oh, I'm a little wobbly there. And down. We want to make sure we keep really strong ankles here. Yeah, so we're not wobbling all over the place. Okay, let's try again. So we have squeeze a tushy, squeeze those inner thighs together, rise up again, eleve, and down, and here's 4. Let's do 8 of these as well. And down. Try to find one thing to focus on so we're not all over the place. We have 4. Whoopsies, I'm wiggling. Ah, don't do that. Down, and 3. Keep squeezing, and down, and 2, and down, and 1. Let's try and hold it. Okay, the way we hold it is by engaging our muscles. It's not by chance, okay? So relax those toes. Make sure we're not gripping the ground like a monkey. Try to relax your toes on the ground. I'm giving you that note because I can feel my toes doing it, right? Relax those toes. Hands are on our hip. We're trying to think about those shoulders back so everything's in alignment. So just working that balance. Maybe our ankles are a little wobbly. That's okay. We're going to work on those. We're going to get stronger, and we'll be able to hold this releve a little better. I'm cheating too. I got a bar right behind me, right? So trying to hold. If you need to come down, come out of it, that's totally cool. Just gonna do it one more time so you can feel where it's at today, because I want you to really find a big improvement in your ankle strength and in your balance. Go ahead, grab it, grab that bar. Here we go one last time, up to the releve, and I just want you to check that body alignment again. Body alignment, are we good? Are we good? We good? We good? We good? If we're not, if we're like this, it'll be more of a challenge, right? Then we're doing like belly dancing or like a snake. Hey-oh. Yeah, and come down. Very good job. Okay, great job, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Like I said, this is for beginners, but it really is for anybody who wants to just feel more confident in their skin and build a stronger, confident posture presence, whether that is in giving a presentation or if it's because we're really working on that balance and we want to get stronger with our lower half. There we go. That's what we're doing today. Thank you so much for dancing with me. Let's all stand up, squeeze our tushy, stand up tall. You have a great day. Bye-bye.